Take a little sip of my cacao. Shut the lid on properly. Ooh, delicious. So, welcome back, everybody. I'm mainly speaking of the genuine watchers. But we all know that the karma's going to be in it. They just can't help themselves. It is what it is. Again, they're just coming to see if their spell work is spell working. I'm afraid not. Yeah, I'm afraid. I am afraid not. That's great. That's weird. Again, the cards are in the wrong place. So what I get from that is you have weirdos out here still trying to lie, still trying to confuse others. I mean, the illusions are not illusioning no more, are they? Oops. For the most part, collective, you know the main players. Evidently, you know the main players. Actually, no. For the most part, it's just jealousy. You have some people out there that are screenshotting you and then using your image with AI to make it look as though you're divulging in things that they know you wouldn't, which is a criminal offense. So just allow them. If you haven't already, you're going to come into contact with past individuals that you don't necessarily had good memories of. If that makes any sense. For some of you, these people, funny enough, they're actually acting as though like nothing never happened, which is weird. But fuck it, it is what it is. Let them be them. So for those that may are going through this, call upon the sort of archangel Michael to put a shade of protection around me whilst I pull the energy for the collective. I also ask that you block and rebuke all negative energies, projections, or anybody attempting to do spell work on me through this live. Return to sender all intentions and intent that is not of my highest light. Please and thank you. I also call on the divine to put a shield of protection around me. I also ask for 10,000 more angels to my left and 10,000 angels to my right. And I give you full consent to take down anyone coming at me as an enemy. Please and thank you. So, Spirit, what do we need to know today? So, yeah, they're out here trying to screenshot things or take pictures of your profile to put into AI to either make some type of content which is very unsavory. That's criminal. Yeah, this is someone from your past, 'cause there's the lovers on the bottom of the deck. Or it could be family, yeah. Oh, somebody's evil eye in your Ace of Cups. Hold on, this card's falling on the floor. This is why I should have just left it tied up. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. Actually, tie it up. Because this is really irritating. So you've got people out here that are trying to make you, or they're trying to project anxiety on you for whatever reasons. Just a bunch of weirdos. So, collective. Let's just say yeah. So in the background, there's some fights over your Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of people in some type of conflict, fighting, arguing. Maybe because whatever narrative they've been putting it out, somebody's looked into it. So I sense that whatever lies was told has been not just exposed but obliterated, I would say. So now those that were speaking said lies have to explain themselves. So now they're in conflict. Yeah, they're burdened by whatever they've been questioned about. It's causing them some type of burden. Yeah. Oh, so we have a celebration or people celebrating. That could be you, collective, or people could be celebrating you. Even though this is upright, so maybe somebody's got some warrants out for their arrest, but King of Swords is meant to be like an authoritative energy. But let's not forget they can still be corrupt. Maybe it was someone that may have been facilitating these crimes against you or turning a blind eye. For some of you, you've filed reports that have gone unlooked upon. I also see that this may have been individuals that were probably against you for whatever reasons and getting bribed. Maybe they was given like hush money. Yeah. I'm sensing this is someone that was heavily in the attacking side, but now they want to portray themselves as holier than thou, like, oh, I'm on your side now. Like, this is someone that's trying to like flip flop and pretend as though they support you. They're just trying to get a foot under your table, but there's no invite because they're not welcome. And I wouldn't suggest you welcome any of these individuals. Like, the truth hurts, innit? Yeah. For some of you, you have some good news, or you've had some good news. It could be various aspects. For some of you, it could be what you're currently experiencing, something that you may have experienced in the past that was unfortunate and you shouldn't have experienced whatever this misfortune. But I see something's being rectified. So you're getting some type of good news at yeah. They hate your strength. The fact that you persevered, collective. Yeah. Has caused some type of tower for these individuals. I'm getting the tower that they wanted you in and the road. Funny how the road's in reverse. The road is in reverse, and I'll tell you why, because they couldn't stop your forward movement. They couldn't take you out. Let's just say the world has been turned upside down. So it's literally like they want to like flip flop. I also see people that was kind of like straddling the fence, but they're also being exposed, and the divine wants you to know they are guilty by association. Anybody that chooses to communicate with enemies or cross enemy lines, they have no place in your life. Although it's your free will if you choose to have these people around you, but I strongly advise against it. Yeah, they only do it because their cups are empty, so they have nothing. So whatever they did have, they've squandered it. And it's really funny how it's always, how can I say? When you get people that use people for others, it's like they're quick to spend other people's wealth or to feel entitled to what belongs to somebody else. And they fritter it away, so to speak. Yet, though, these are people that don't want to do the work themselves. So they get by love bombing others. So I think I feel they kind of target people that they deem as vulnerable. And those are people that they would be seen dead with. So if you're on some people that only want to entertain you indoors but don't want to be seen out anywhere public with you, that's a red flag. That is a big red flag. But yet it's okay for them to have access to your assets. Yeah. So we have a Queen of Cups. So maybe this is the target, is a Queen of, someone that's in Queen of Cups energy. Someone of standard, someone who knows their worth, someone who's loyal, caring, kind, empathetic. I get someone that's kind of like a humanitarian. So it's like they defend others that can't necessarily defend or speak up for themselves. But then you get people that pretend to be like this. The difference is we don't have an agenda. These individuals do. Yeah. This is why they're receiving judgment. So this tells me that they've been lying and conning a lot of people. And then when you go to these people for answers, they deflect it. and make up some type of lie. And it's always, oh, so and so said this, or so and so said that, or I heard this, or I heard that. That's a straight deflection to take away from whatever you're questioning or challenging them about. That's what covert narcissists do, by the way. But it's why I tell people, call judgment. If in doubt, call judgment. Anybody trying to cause confusion or any kind of doubt, they ain't for you. Do you understand? Anything we do or say is like clear and direct and precise. Do you understand? There's no hidden agenda. There's no hidden intent. Six of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, they hate to see. Do you know what it is? They're just jealous of other people's success. The kind of people that will just sit there gossiping about others, when yet though the time they spent gossiping, they could have been putting in the work, do you understand, to upgrade themselves to the same levels, but they choose not to. These are very weak individuals. Yeah. So for some of you, there's some fraudulent high priestesses out there. Yeah, this is my collective. Three of Pentacles. So, collective, we have the Three of Pentacles out with the Temperance card. So what that tells me is, this is collective energy, divine energy. So that tells me that we are the ones that come out here and share knowledge, share our gifts with the collective. Kind of like a mentor or like a guidance counselor. I mean, in the sense of, we kind of give you the tools for you to implement it into your own life. Do you understand? To gain your own gifts or whatever it is, or show you how to tap into your own gifts. But for the most part, you have to do it in isolation. I think that's what a lot of people don't want to do. But you cannot do this around other energies, because it's gonna pollute your energy. Do you understand? Especially when people wanna like downplay or put you off or be like, oh, you'll never be able to do that, or make you feel as though whatever it is you desire is out of your reach. 9 times out of 10, it's because they want it for themselves. Especially if that was something you was destined to achieve or destined to have. Yeah. These people are being laid to rest. It's like whatever they're doing is not working. It's literally like the more they do dumb shit, the more they get towers. And this is why I say to you, be careful of who you listen to or who you choose to surround yourself with, because these people are trying to offset their karma onto others. And in a weird way, they're trying to, what's the word? They're trying to involve you in what they're doing. They're trying to use you as some type of scapegoat, if that makes any sense. That way, especially if you are destined for something, they can take it from you or make you be seen in the same light as them. Definitely. This is all over an emperor that most of you don't even want. Or for some of you, you actually do have a counterpart. You're being given a kingdom spouse. Oh, told you. And it's funny because these cars landed on the Five of Wands. So basically, this is what they're fighting over. They're fighting over the fact of all their roads have been blocked. They have no new start, no new journey, no new nothing. They're also fighting over the fact of some of them got duped into some type of fake relationship. They're also fighting because there's information's coming out about the truth about these individuals. So basically, that's like saying the town is gossiping or the town's being given the truth of what these people have been doing. So this is people that probably portrayed themselves to be a certain way, and it wasn't. Because those three cars landed on the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is conflict and fighting and arguing. Think about it. It makes sense, isn't it? So you're like, let me just shut that door. I know it's my neighbor always likes to make up noise. I know she's spying too. Evil witch. This is the lady that loves to like bang doors. Yeah, this is my neighbor just banging her door. That's what she's just pure evil. She's what you call fake nice. She did the same thing too. She got caught out in lies that she tried to tell about me to get me to some type of trouble, and it backfired. Because I had her on camera doing this. Do you understand? And I sent it to the housing office. You understand? This is someone that makes out like she's damsel in distress when really she's just pure evil. Making out like she's all frail and weak, but yet though, the way she was banging that door and making threats to smash my head in with a piece of wood, and I recorded every word. So I'm just making people. This is the same thing I'm talking about, collective. This is what people do. And there was three of them that was trying to come out here and target me and bully me. Yeah. Do you know what? I checked the cards before I bought one, and this came out in reverse. So this is someone that's been maybe impersonating you, which is fake. So they're not a star. You don't have to pay a single penny to permanently. This is someone that's not a star. They don't have star qualities. So what that tells me is this is someone that impersonates others. But what they do is they like to tear down whoever they're targeting, basically to make themselves look like the victim when really and truly they've been the perpetrator. Read between the lines. Don't listen to their words, collective, because watch how they move. That will tell you everything. That's these people. Yeah. These are people that have been trying to, either they have stolen from you or they've been trying to steal some type of abundance. So that could mean it could be stealing your content and passing it off as their own. For some of you, these individuals have maybe cloned your platform. Hear that? Cloned your platform and is basically extorting money from other people. It makes you wonder this lady's actually stalking my platforms. Because it's really funny how they only start making, it doesn't matter what even if I do this at different times, anytime I start to do a live, if it ain't the person above, is that lady opposite me. She's just mad because she got exposed for her lies. It's one thing to try and get someone into trouble, but the fact that you have to tell lies to do that just shows, number one, you're messing with the wrong one. Number two, it's not a reflection on whoever you're lying on, it's a reflection on your own integrity. So that she's just proving to everybody she has none. So yeah, whatever they've been doing, they've been trying to either steal your abundance or they have already. It's something to do with finances. So someone that's not a star. So this is a doppelganger. For some of you, is your own family. For some of you, is exes. For some of you, is an old friend group. And for the small few, it is random strangers that are a part of some type of, let me just say, secret gang. Yeah. That I've been trying to blind and confuse people to the truth, because I just saw the 8 of Swords on the bottom. Yeah. So maybe they've been trying to turn somebody who is a King of Pentacles against you, or someone that may want to support you in some way, shape, or form, or possibly even work with you. These are the kind of people that pretend that they love to see people doing great. They don't like to see people doing better than them. But the point of the matter is, these are people that manipulate and lie and bribe themselves into positions, whereas the collective does the work. Do you understand? So yeah. They do shit using some type of magic, but that's backfiring. And this is why I say to people, once you're aware of certain things, it doesn't work. You know? And it's always the ones, I'll give you a little heads up, it's always the ones that like to act oblivious when you either mention something, or for some of you, if you have the gift of foresight, your guides will show you, either whilst you're meditating or in the dream state. They will show you who these people are. For the most part, if you're anywhere near these people, or if these people are in your immediate environment, your body will tell you, but it's for you to keep to yourself. So when people want to say, oh, how do you know? Don't tell them. Because that means you're just giving them the means of staying more hidden. Do you understand? So whatever you tell them for how you found something out, don't ever tell them. Do you understand? You keep that shit to yourself. For everybody, it's going to be different. These are people that manifest off of others. They don't have the energy to manifest, so that should tell you something. They work out of their lower energy side, so that tells you that these are the kind of people that do sex magic by having encounters with random people. Yeah. Now the Four of Cups kind of come out. These are people. I sense that these are people that are, this is how you know they're not genuine. They get bored very easily. So that should tell you that anything they enter into, they never have the right intentions or even any type of good intent behind it. So what they like to do is kill, steal, and destroy, and then move on to the next. They don't never stay in any situation for too long because they get bored. So that tells you that clearly they must love bomb in order to get someone to let their guard down or even accept them. To them, that's an open invitations to do nefarious things to you in the spirit realm. Do you understand? And then they will discard you or start the discard stage and then move on to something else or somebody else. But that somebody else that they're moving on to is already in the pipeline, or they've had some type of connection with that person beforehand. And this is what they do. This is what they do. Yeah. So these are people that thought that they left you in some type of darkness, collective, not realizing they never realized your ranking. Do you understand? It's like you have infrared energy, so you see very well in the dark. Because some of you do better in the dark than you do in daytime, in the sense of what you see and what you know. If that makes any sense? So that's like saying you have a good balance of both dark and light. But these are people that are just one way. This is probably why they want to impersonate you or be you. For some of you, they copy everything you do. So be mindful of people that all of a sudden start dressing like you, talking like you, trying to express themselves like you, even going as far as like doing their hair like you. So if you dress a certain way, they want to dress like you. But yet, though, while she was dressing like that, they was the ones mocking your style. But yet, though, now all of a sudden, they're trying to emulate your style. Yes, this talking. These are people that was meant to love you, or people that pretended to love you. So that could be family, partners, close friends. I was going to say best friends, but people you might have believed was like your closest friends, work colleagues. Oh, that tastes lovely. So yeah, and I'm sensing that they let's just say if the 13th was genuine up until a certain point, but then the minute you started to either level up or change, they didn't like that. It's like I said in it, these are people that don't want to see you doing better than them. Even though you probably always support anything they want to do or anything they've accomplished, for some of you, you've been there for them through thick and thin, where you sacrifice shit in your own life to support these people. And they throw it back in your face. Some of you, you've walked away. You forgive their indiscretions, but it doesn't mean that you're going to allow any type of reconnection. I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it. Yeah, I told you. I told you. These are people that are in devil energy. Or they've turned demonic at some, at some point on your journey. They've turned. So what I'm sensing is, for some of you, I know this is a trigger warning. For some of you, your own family may have paid these individuals to pass on information about you. And then the family members would then use this against you in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, your family paid these people to plant certain seeds in your mind, even plant things on you. Or they showed these people how to mentally manipulate you to make you feel less than, if that makes any sense. Yeah, they wanted you to feel worthless. I feel that it's real heavy. For some of you, you may have felt like this at some point. Yeah, they wanted you heartbroken. But you may have gone through some type of heartbreak, or these people was paid to cause you some type of heartbreak. Do you know what I'm saying? Say, for instance, you're dating someone that you really, really like. You have friends that have deliberately targeted whoever you're trying to date. And how do they do that? Through lust. So just because you ain't giving it up, you had friends that was quick to give it up. And that's how they would essentially steal lovers from you, or potential lovers from you. So if some of you in my collective can think back to I would say from like when you was teenagers, you may have grew up around individuals that might have been a little bit older than you. So you may have looked up to them because they was older than you, but they didn't really set any good example. Hmm. So these are individuals that have been, they was lustful as teenagers. And because you wasn't, that was why they was jealous of you. So I'm seeing for some of you, you may have been bullied into certain encounters in order to keep these low vibrational friend group. I have to say it like it is. For some of you, you had one particular friend who may have been with you when certain things went on. That was done deliberately. This is the same friend that then was intimate with the same person that may have took your virginity. And then this friend went and slept with the same person after you left. So this is the friend that has been stealing your energy since this encounter. Now you're going to know if that's been your experience. Yeah. And it's funny because the Five of Pentacles fell on Judgment. So that tells me they did it for some type of abundance, but it's like they wanted to steal your blessings and keep you in poverty whilst they lived this luxurious life that it was supposed to be your life, if that makes any sense. And this is how they was able to obtain it. So you're going to know if it's your story. And this is what they don't want out. Because the minute this comes out for some of you, certain people in the community was aware of certain things. Not saying they was told it by these individuals, but they put two and two together. So these are people that are intuitive themselves, if that makes any sense. Or maybe they had some type of encounter with these individuals at some point. Yeah, they did this to steal your Wheel of Fortune. Six of Pentacles. So basically they wanted to steal your success, steal your gifts, steal your talents. Thinking that it didn't work. What I will say is, excuse me, spiritual prep. These are individuals that think being lustful is a talent. It's not. That just makes you a Jezebel, sorry. Especially when you jump from person to person to person. So you don't even let your vessel cleanse. That's one thing. Some of these people don't even use protection. That's another thing. Some of these individuals, that explains why their vessel is rife with parasites. Some type of a sexual parasite. Oof. But some of you, this is the parasite that they wanted you to, or they tried to project onto you. These parasites have led these individuals to, some of them, some very deadly diseases, some of them incurable. Cancer and HIV. I'm seeing like cancer or like womb cancer, cervical cancer, prostate cancer, and HIV. I'm also seeing herpes. I know there's one where I'm not sure which one it is because I never had these types of illnesses, so I wouldn't know. But this is what I can see. It's the one where you don't get rid of it, like you carry it around like luggage. And for some of you, that is their judgment. That's why they've caught or contracted these things. As for some of these people, they had ample time and ample chances to do something different or to change their nefarious ways, but they didn't. They doubled down. It's like they got engulfed with it. For some of you, they enjoy it. This is what they like. Hey, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. Yeah. And they try to keep this shit hidden with these moon cycle magic. Well, they were keeping it hidden. Not anymore. Everything's being brought into the forefront. It's not being hidden anymore. Yeah. Told you. This is how they was gaining their wishes. And that alone should tell you something. So, in the most respectful way, if you've had any type of intimate encounter with any of these individuals, I suggest you get yourself checked. Because I'll tell you one thing, a spiritual STD is like, it acts slowly. Does that make any sense? I'm hearing like a slow burn. It's like a slow burn. And then it makes an entrance when you least expect it. So whatever entity was on these people was kind of like forcing you to feed on others. But for some of these individuals, collective, they knew. They knew. For some of them, they actually, it's deliberate. Because they now want to infect as many people as they can because of the bad choices and the bad decisions that they made. And they are targeting the collective. Yeah. They're thinking about all the different tactics, all the different plots and plans where they've deliberately set people up. They're overburdened. They're overwhelmed because everything's come back to haunt these people. So for some of you, these people may have like, I don't know, bags under their eyes. They may be irritable. They may be lashing out on people. And because they cannot siphon as they used to, they look twice their age. So for some of you, they've been using the energy of others to remain having like a youthful look. They can no longer do that. This is why I tell people, call back your energy. Call back your stolen energy, known and unknown. You understand? And time will tell. All you got to do is be observant, and time will tell. Yeah. They're mad that they couldn't get you to make a dumb choice. It's like they couldn't cause you to fuck up your own accomplishments in a sense of take the wrong path. So I'm seeing that these people are trying to kind of like push you to go the wrong way. It was out of jealousy. It's because they wanted to step into your path, basically, and live the life that you're supposed to live. And I'm seeing it as these are people that have gone into like that have maybe looked at your birth chart or maybe got a reading on you and saw what you was destined for and got jealous. Or for some of you, I'm seeing that They did this because, this is what I'm seeing. They did this because they knew that they set up certain certain plots and plans and traps against you that you dodged. And they can't understand how come you've dodged these plots and plans. Whereas other people they've done this to, it's always worked. And that's what got these people looking into you. Collective. They hate your resilience. Yeah. For some of you, they wanted you in your mind about some type of 10 of Cups situation. Something that you may have turned down or walked away from. We don't care. But you're not. These are the kind of people that, sometimes when you make up your mind about a circumstance or a situation or even a person, you don't doubt the decisions you made. You don't go backwards, is what I want to say is. But these people want you to go back and forth in your own mind about a decision that you made for your own best interest. You may not have done in the past, but you are now. That's what matters. So these are people that like you making the wrong decisions, but there is doing energy work to assist you making these bad decisions. For some of you, even had friends deliberately keeping you on the wrong path because it benefited them. So there is being paid. There's being paid for this. Yeah. There's being paid for this. 7 of Pentacles is reward for some type of work. So there's been paid to do this. Which is quite sad. For some of you, you're not in communication with any of these so-called people from your past. I'm being honest, I don't blame you. For some of you, some of these individuals have popped out on you, if that makes any sense. Like some of these people are trying to reconnect with you. And you're going to know if this is your story, collective, because you sense it wasn't genuine, or you got this funny feeling that it just didn't feel right. A funny feeling that you can't really explain. Just spot on. Again, they was paid by somebody to get information. Yeah. The truth's coming out. This is the sun. So you've been illuminating things. So they know that they've done shit, or they've been paid to do shit against you. And now they're sat there thinking to themselves, it's only a matter of time before it comes to them. And the fact that you've not said anything as yet, delusionally, they're believing that you must not know. We do. We just don't care. For some of you, they're actually trying to told you, look at that. Knight of Swords. So they had some preconceived notion that when you find out certain information, it's like they try to feel this narrative of how you're going to respond. And that's not what happened. This is why they're feeling overwhelmed. Do you understand? This is fun. This is why they're overwhelmed. Let's see what these cards. What else can you tell me about this spread? Spread. Please and thank you. What else does my collective need to know? I'm just hearing all in good time or all in divine timing. There's a reason why things are playing out as they are, or will be revealed. Yeah. What do you think? So I reminded you about these people wanting to reconnect. No, collective, not ever. Not ever. I told you I wouldn't advise it. Now I'm confirming it. Not ever. And probably knots on the bottom. For some of you, you're encountering no ways. Yeah, the spirit is doubling down on these. No way. And whatever these people are from your past or believe in, that I want you to know, don't count on it because it's not happening. I said in it. You may be bumping into individuals that you know betrayed and violated you. But how they're approaching you is as if nothing bad ever happened or they never did anything to harm you. That's another telltale sign. It's like they're trying to act brand new. Yep, see? And it's yes, spot on. Told you. And this is why they're fighting. Hold on a minute. We got on. No, we got no, on. So do I take that as a no? Excuse me. Might be. Yeah. So they're definitely trying to get back into your energy. Definitely. Hold on a minute. Hangman on the bottom. Yeah. It's a trap. So I sense that they're trying to send in somebody that you wouldn't suspect. But it's a bit stupid because, yeah, they know you're a high priestess. So they think that they know they can't come in their soft because they know that you know the shit they've done. So they're trying to send in somebody that might have done you wrong, but nowhere to the level of these people. It makes no difference. Yeah. They're trying to send you to the devil. Yeah, they try to sacrifice a high priestess to the devil. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. So this tells me that they've done this before. So they've successfully been able to sacrifice others to the devil for some type of payout or level up. For some of you, it could have been status, it could have been a car, it could have been a house, it could have been a specific job or job title. What else do I need to know, Spirit? What's the time? Oh, yeah. Got enough time. Yeah. These are people that was trying to stop you from getting some type of justice. But you persevered. But it is wherever it was you was fighting up against, but you managed to overcome, which they wasn't expecting. So they wasn't prepared for you overcoming whatever it is they was doing towards you. So this tells me that this is what it was doing. So this could be they've been going to courts, probably trying to file false reports on you, spread lies about you. But you could say they dug their own grave. And you could be thinking to yourself, like, surely not. Surely is. And I'm saying, yes, it is. It is exactly that. So justice is in the reverse. So they ain't getting no justice because they're the ones that are perpetrating the crimes against you. So that tells me they've been trying to set you up to take some type of rap for something, for a crime they committed. So think about it. Had you let your guard down to these people from your past trying to reconnect with you, they would have hung you out to dry. They would have hung you out to dry. Most definitely. And they did this for some type of change. So for some of you, they might, well, I don't know, they might have wanted a new house, a new car, some money. Do you understand? And that's why they did it, which is disgusting. And it didn't work. And it didn't work. I'm also seeing that, yeah, because you stayed in your hermit energy. So that tells me you've been shining a light on what they've been doing under the cover of darkness. So they either set their plans in motion, and then when the full moon comes, that's when they do their rituals to, what's the word? To utilize what they're doing. And I'm getting your divine team ain't having it. That's in the upright, so that's good. If it was in reverse, that means they're corrupt organization. So that tells me that this little, yeah, the cups are empty. So that means that the cups of their well of fortune and being able to steal from people, and they're disappointed about it, has run dry. This is why they're looking at you, collective, because they know you're the 10 of cups all on your own. And that's something that they couldn't take from you. But they thought if they stripped away everything in your immediate environment, or if they stole from you everything in your immediate environment, because for some of you, you know exactly that's what they've done. They thought that would stop you from moving forward into your own new beginning. And you defied all odds, collective. Yeah. So now you can celebrate. Good for you. Whatever it is that you're doing, yeah. Whatever they've done, collective, they bound themselves to it. They couldn't bound you. That's what I'm trying to say to you. They couldn't bound you to the shit they did. So what I'm trying to get is they tried to set you up in a way where you responded a certain way that would have benefited them, because then they could have projected or pushed these crimes onto you and make it stick, and it would have fitted your response. Does that make any sense? So they could be like, see, I told you. Yeah. And it didn't work. So now they have to sit in the same energy that they projected. They have to sit in the same energy that they created. And they have to take accountability for their own mess. So when I just shuffled it again, then 7 of Pentacles, because it's still on the bottom of the deck. So that tells me you're being rewarded for your good work and your efforts. So, whilst they might have gathered people to so-called watch the narrative that they've been pushing play out, what actually ended up happening was these people got front row seats to witness exactly who you are and who you've always been, which did not align with what these people were saying about you. And that's why they're heartbroken. Madness, isn't it? Let me close out this energy for a minute. So yeah. Put that there. Let me close up the energy off of these cards, please. Thank you. And then I will pull something from another deck, just for confirmations. So I always like to put I rebuke your attacks, or we're trying to project some type of negative energy to my frontal lobe. I rebuke and denounce it, and I return to sender your negative energy, and may it rest with you. No weapon formed against my collective will prosper. None. Some of you are in the spotlight, or there's a spotlight on you. Because some of you, these people are in some type of spotlight, but it's all for the wrong reasons. Yeah, they're in the spotlight, but it's not for the right reasons. So, but I was an outbreak.
UK's fastest broadband speeds from any major provider have landed.
Can you confirm this energy that I can sense at the minute, Spirit? Even yeah. Yeah. I told you, these people are not getting their wishes fulfilled. The Nine of Cups is in a reverse, so that tells me they're losing everything. So whatever they obtained through manipulation, spar work, and what they were stealing from others, they're losing. So you've got my collective that has persevered. So we're being seen as a high priestess that persevered, kind of like a wounded warrior. And even though we was wounded, we still fought. Sorry. So these are people that may have thought you was alone. Yeah, sneaky and deceptive. Somebody's saying these are covert criminals that believe that they're targeting weaker individuals. No, boo-boo. The only person that's weak is yourselves. Again, Five of Swords come out again. And this is why we've been exposing their hidden deceit and their agendas. These are also people that try to put a death to you or what you do. But for you, collective, you stay celebrating because you knew you didn't have to do anything. You knew that your guides and the universe would work it out for your best interest. It's like you could see what these people couldn't. Why is that? It's because they act out of darkness. We don't act out of darkness. Do you understand? We don't act out of darkness. They do. Yeah. And it's his judgment. So again, what was I on about? Yeah, judgment. Them being exposed is judgment. Everything that they're trying to hide people from seeing is still being seen. And that's what the collective is shining a light on. And that's justice. Do you understand? Confirm the judgment card, yeah. Hanged Man in the reverse. So their plans didn't work. It's like they tried to hang the collective, yeah, for the crimes that these people perpetrated on us because we spoke about it. That doesn't make any sense. How can you persecute somebody for the crimes you committed? It doesn't make any sense. And this is how these people have been doing it. They've been trying to keep everybody else. It's like they want to keep the community in doubt, in some type of confusion. So when we come in and shine a light on these things, and we're very direct and straight to the point, they don't like that. Because we don't come in with confusion. We come in with direct facts. Point blank period. It's up to you how you choose to receive it. It's up to you how you choose to utilize that information for the betterment of yourself. Do you understand? It's only karmic individuals that like to keep people in confusion because it benefits them. At the same time, they're keeping you in confusion. These are the same people siphoning your shit. That's what they're not going to tell you, but I will. This is why they love confusion and false narratives. Do you understand? Because they benefit from it. And that's what I'm going to see on that one. So I try not to stay on there for too long because it is quite draining actually. It is quite draining. So yeah. Like, share, subscribe. And join the collective. Join the collective. Gang. What's that? I have no idea. What happened there? Join the collective. Gang. Yeah, join the collective. Gang. Gang.